Hello, Green Light Today family. I hope everything is going well and that you're having a great start to your week. This week I wanted to talk about the book 13 Things Mentally Strong People Do by Amy Morin. And she, goes and details the 13 things. But what really, there are a couple of chapters that really got my attention, and I'm going to share one of them with you. One was chapter 2, where it says they don't give away their power. So these are things that strong mentally people do. Mentally strong. And it says, they start off with this quote: "When we hate our enemies, we are giving them power over us, power over our sleep, our appetites, our blood pressure, our health, and our happiness." This is by Dale Carnegie. And I really enjoy this chapter because I'm sure, like most of you, I have given away my power when someone has made me angry or when I'm disappointed and I'm just reacting to whatever they do. And when we give away our power, we're really just at our weakest, right? And we have to reclaim that energy and that power back. These are some of the things that happen when we give away our power. We depend on others to regulate our feelings. Life is like a roller coaster. What happens on the outside, what other people say, what other people do, on the inside, then our mental mind goes up and down, up and down. You let other people define your self-worth. You're never going to feel worthy enough if someone else defines you. Oh, that's just so beautiful. You avoid addressing the real problem. So rather than focusing on addressing the situation, you focus on the person. And you're never going to get resolution with that person because that person does not know you. You become a victim of circumstances. You'll become a passenger in your own life rather than a driver. That kind of goes hand in hand with addressing a real problem, because if you become a victim of the circumstances, you're going to be caught in the blame game. You become highly sensitive to criticism. So instead of being able to evaluate criticism, you attack it. And as a result, you give more power to the words, right? You'll lose sight of your goals. You can't work towards your goals successfully when you give other people the power to get in your way and interfere with your progress. You ruin relationships. So because you don't speak up when you need to, or address a problem, or ask more questions, or engage in active listening, you grow resentful, right? And so it's time that we reclaim our power. And how do we do that? It's very exciting. One, we reframe our language. I think about just things I say like, "Oh, that person made me so mad." Not really. You reacted to what that person has to say. You can say that person said very unkind things. That's the truth, right? I'm not good enough. Oh, how many times have we said that? Oh, I'm not smart enough. And maybe what it is you just don't have enough information. You can't frame your life on someone's opinion of you. Another thing, it says to think before you react. If someone says something that you don't like, and this is really something that I have to think about, we have to be very conscious about our behavior, right? It says take deep breaths. It decreases your emotional reactivity. Excuse yourself from the situation. A part of that is like learning your warning signs. It's like, I know that person is inside my boundary. I've let them in somehow. I need to be able to get balance, to create an equilibrium to get them back on the outside without attacking that person or allowing that person to have power over me. Distract yourself with an activity. And if you can get your mind off what's bothering you, it can help you calm down so you can think more rationally. Now, of course, there are some things that you just really need to deal with head on. I was at a party the other night, and this person, I had just met her, didn't know her before. She told a KKK joke, Ku Klux Klan joke. I thought it was funny. And, 5 years ago, I would have said, "Oh, hold up right there." But I looked at her and I said, you know that's not funny, right? You know that the Ku Klux Klan still exists. They still threaten people. It's a very serious to people. I had a person in my family lynched in the 50s. I don't like that joke. Please don't joke about the Ku Klux Klan. I didn't say it rudely. I was very calm about it. But I needed her to know that that's not acceptable behavior. And she said, oh, I didn't know. Maybe she didn't know. I don't know. But it was a moment, I will take it as a moment of sharing. But in dealing with that situation right then and there, I didn't get angry about it. I didn't get resentful about it. I didn't take it back home. You know, because really at this point in my life, I'm so tired of the passive-aggressive behavior toward people of color, toward women, toward someone who's different than you. I'm just really at the point in my life where I refuse to let that drain me anymore. It asks the questions, what evidence is that true? If someone says you're lazy or you're not smart enough, look for the evidence that you know that doesn't prove that. You are you were today because you're not lazy and because you are very smart. Why might this person be given feedback? Are they truly ignorant of the situation? Are they hurting and trying to get you involved in a hurt? Is it a drama game? Sometimes understanding that can also diffuse your giving away your power. And then finally, do I need to change my behavior? Is that person trying to say something that you do really need to take into account and they just don't know how to say it? So if they're saying I'm lazy, maybe they mean I'm showing up at 2 minutes after 8 o'clock and I'm supposed to be at work at 8. Maybe I can make an effort to be there before 8. This is a couple things. I mean, always, though, that keep in mind that other person's opinion and the words that used to damage you, we cannot let them have power over us. You know, we are to be the light and the love of the world. And so we have to recognize when people are trying to take away our power. And I'll just end with this. I know I'm taking up some time, but when you start taking back your power, this is what happened. You'll develop a better sense of who you are. And you'll do what's best for you instead of always worrying about the repercussions. When you take accountability for your responsibility for your behavior, you'll become more accountable for the progress towards your goals. You won't be pressured into doing something based on guilt trips or what other people want you to do. You'll be able to devote time and energy to the things that you choose to do. And finally, retaining your personal power reduces your risk of depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues. I hope that helps to greenlight your day. If you felt like someone or something has taken your power, regain it, reclaim it. It's yours. It is yours. It is your life. Have a great, wonderful, awesome day, everyone. And I will talk to you later. Bye.